I didn't really care. Okay? Questions. That's fine. Right? So Maurice and I, cool, calm, collected, makeup, apologies, we good. And he even understood. I said, maybe because you're around me when there's a person in the room that I don't fool with, so maybe that's why you don't get the nice melody, because the energy's already messed up. And he said, you know what, Mel? Don't know if they aired that or not, but in the real scene, he said, you right. I feel you. Because I haven't been around you like without that. Because the only time y'all been around me is if we're filming. And usually everybody's there. So that was that. You know what I'm saying? My Mimosas with Melody event happened. They came. I text Kimmie. And by the way, I also text Kimmie whenever he got arrested. I know there was a conversation about nobody reached out. There was a conversation about that nobody reached out, I think, but 1 or 2 people on this show. Do y'all want to see that text message? Because I definitely text. I definitely text Kimberly and checked on her for sure. Because again, like I've said, I understand how stuff like that as a woman can be a lot, because we do carry a lot. Yes, she said that. Oh, she did say that. So let me go ahead and, hold on, let me screenshot this text for y'all. So y'all gonna have to hold on because it's gonna pause. I'm gonna screenshot it to this phone and I'm gonna show you guys. And we're back. We back? So, let's see. So let me show you guys this. Because I think that I saw that in a clip. And I remember thinking, dang, this what we doing now? Like, we just making stuff up? It's like, gosh, sheesh. Now, I don't even know the date of no arrest, so y'all gonna have to look that up for yourselves, because I don't know. But I will show you my text. June 10th. Can y'all see that? Right there, June 10th. And I'll read it to you. Okay, June 10th. At 5:47 p.m. That's what that is. Hey, Kimmie, this is Mel checking on you, as I'm sure it's been a lot. So just checking on you, sending prayers. She wrote me back at 10 p.m. Hey, chick, I'm good. Appreciate you checking. Have a great week. August 3rd, I called her to invite her to Mimosas with Melody. She said, sorry, I missed your call. I'll be there. I said, hey, okay. I figured you might have been busy. It's for men and women. So I was inviting Maurice too. Let me know so I can have y'all a spot. She said, no problem. I'll tell him. Again, this is all after the whole conversations about any lipstick. That stuff is resolved. It's done, over, through, complete. And then August 13th, I text her, said, hi, Kimmie and Reese. Thank you both for coming out on Saturday. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. That's right here, August 13th. They came to my Mimosas with Melody event. I also sent her this video. She was with one of my millimeters. And my photographer, I think Freddie O, captured this. And I could just tell in this video that there was a moment those two had. I didn't know what it was, but I could tell there was some kind of moment. So I sent it to her, you know, like they were hugging and it was something. I just knew it was something. And anyway, she ended up telling me that the lady was a survivor of cancer. And so, yeah, they did have a moment and I sent it to her. And then I sent her this picture from my photographer. I didn't have to. I sent this to them. I said, going through all the pics and videos now. We'll send you some throughout the next 2 days. That's me. That's what I said right there. Send her that. Freddie O took it. She said, good morning. Thanks, Mel. I said, good morning. Y'all look so nice. That's me right there. Good morning. Y'all look so nice. She said, thanks. Right? She said, yeah, the pics came out really nice. That lady I hugged in the video was a 30-year breast cancer survivor. That's her right there. She said the lady was a 30-year breast cancer survivor. So again, here we are talking. There are no issues. What? Okay. Then we get to October. Nothing happens in between that, just so y'all know. The vow renewal is the finale. I was sitting at the table. They came and sat at the table. We were all talking about kids and stuff. All good. Then the reunion happens. And for one, I thank God for my team, because my team is like, they're not about to let me cut a fool, no way, and get out of character, because I got too much going on, too much at stake. They gon' prep talk me every time. Hey, all right, listen, you go ahead and keep your calm now. Don't let nobody come. You know they may come. Don't let nobody come for you, and don't get you out of character. I'm like, I was like, I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not. So then we get there on the stage, and there's this whole different energy that's totally different. I ain't gonna lie, if I can be honest with y'all, it shocked me, and it's really sad. It's super, super sad, to be absolutely honest. It's very sad. That's all I say. It's very sad. And I'm sitting there, and I'm listening at all this vitriol that's coming out with somebody who, and this is why, again, I say y'all don't ever see any resolution. Because people put batteries in people's backs because they don't really want resolution. They don't really want resolution. How beautiful would it have been to have kept the real? Like, the real is what the combos is happening on these phones, the real. How beautiful would it have been to have kept the real, and y'all have been able to see, you know what, all that happened this season, but man, look, that's dope. That's dope. Like, they good. They good up there. They straight. How dope would that have been? The real. So instead, we got all this rah-rah. And I'm not fixing to really be rah-rah. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not finna be rah-rah with folks. I'm not doing it. Did I run off any stage crying? No. Did I shed a tear on that stage? No. Did I almost shed a tear on that stage? No. I don't know where that rumor came from either. But I'm definitely not gonna be rah-rahing with you either. I'm still gonna be respectful. I'm gonna keep my composure. I'm gonna smile to keep my composure, to make sure I stay okay. But to see how it went from that resolution to wanting moments, that is crazy to me. And I'm telling you, I remember going back with my team from the stage, and the one word I kept saying was delusional. 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 These folks delusional. That's all I can say. They delusional. Oh my gosh. How do we have conversations and there's resolution, and then you get up here and act a different way? Totally different. And again, I say that is why there is no, y'all don't witness resolution. It's not because, oh, Melody likes to keep up mess and Melody likes to da-da-da. No, it's because you got some people who wanting promotions, more checks, or whatever the case may be, who are choosing to try to keep a mess. Like, who are choosing to, I need to have an issue with Mel on camera, you know? Who are choosing to do that. Because there's also a recording of someone on this show being told that they're not, because I inquired were they going to a scene, being told that they are on ice And if you're in TV, on ice means like we not putting you in nothing right now. That they're on ice is quiet, in other words. That they're on ice because they appear to be a male supporter and a millimeter supporter. Now, my team thought I was going to quit that day because we all heard it. And they thought I was going to quit that day. Because then it became, you know how when you're thinking something and you kind of think you know something, but then it's kind of different whenever you really hear it. Like, you really hear it, that becomes a whole different thing. That becomes a whole different thing. Just like how you might be like, I think my man cheating. But then if you see your man cheating or you see your woman cheating, it's a whole different thing. And now I've been sitting back and I see it and it all just makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. So why there was so much energy from Kimberly, I really can't tell y'all. I'm not going to come back here and address it again because I don't have anything. I can't tell you. I don't have anything that I can say about it. I can say that when she was going through her situation with cancer, I would check on her. I would send, and this is not just filming. I know y'all saw me go to her house one day with some white roses or something when we were filming a scene, she and I. But I sent flowers outside of camera. It wasn't just about camera time for me. See, this is when you talk about people not maybe being able to see eye and eye, but we know when to show up and pull up for each other, right? Period. So I sent flowers just because I'm like, let me put a smile on her face and she probably, you know, she's got a lot she's going through. I've had paid to have a meal made and sent over. I think we ended up talking about it on a reunion one season. Wasn't filmed. That wasn't nothing. I ain't post about it. It wasn't, again, even though we ain't kicking it and hanging like we used to, if there was ever what you would have considered a real friendship, you show up for each other. You show up for each other. Now, if you ask me, has she ever showed up for me? No. 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 Even when it came to the party, the cancer party thing we did, whenever we had the conversation in production, I was like, I've been wanting to do something for us. I said, I'm gonna be real, I was just gonna set up like a massage. I told them I want to set up like a massage thing or whatever. And I think they said, well, Tisha doing some kind of massage something. So you can do something. Say that there's been a show up for me? No. And I don't let it get to me too bad, because one thing I know is it's not where you sow. You don't reap where you sow. You reap what you sow. So at the end of the day, God is still sending the right people in my life to show me and give me and reciprocate, right? So it's all good. Let's talk about Trish. Y'all ready for it? Y'all ready for it? Ooh, let me get a sip of my grape juice, baby. We taking this thing low and slow, slow and low and low and slow, because I need y'all to know the facts and I need y'all to comprehend it and understand. Trish. Never met Trish, had never heard of her. Didn't know anything about her. Love you too, Canavis. Didn't know anything about her. So no reason to have a problem with her. The first time I heard of issue, or not even issue, but the conspiracy stuff, was on the girls trip. I had never heard about it before. Nobody had said anything to me about it. So I sat there and listened, and I'll be real with y'all, I didn't care. And that's why I just sat there and listened, because I didn't care. I didn't care. I felt like whatever happened after I left April 4th, 2020, I don't care. I don't care. So I sat there with no expression, because I didn't care. Now, considering she was on a trip of mine, still do I feel like there could have been a, hey, look, I just want you to know these are some conversations happening amongst this group. I know you invited me on the trip. Matter of fact, the night I invited people on the trip at the food tasting, I actually was kind of defending her and Ken, if you remember. I don't know if y'all remember that scene. I was kind of defending them. So I mean, I didn't care. But could there have been a, hey girl, just a heads up, this is what's going on. Nothing happened or something did happen, but it was this time. I don't want no beef. Let's just be cool. All right, bet. That didn't happen. Could that have happened? Yeah, but other than that, I didn't care. So let's get to the scene when she's questioned. Because I'm going to get this out today, and I'm telling you, I'm not doing this every day at all. So the girl trip happens. She left early. Let me ask y'all this because I don't know if it aired or not. Did y'all see a scene where Trisha and I met up after the girls trip at a bakery shop? Did y'all see that? Drop it in the chat. Let me pull my receipt while y'all drop it in the chat. Did y'all see the scene at all where me and Trish met up at a bakery shop after the girls trip, like right after the girls trip when we got back to Alabama? Yeah, I haven't grilled that girl. If I can be real with y'all, at Nell's party, the person who asked the most questions was Kimmie and them. I asked a couple, but I didn't know her. And I didn't even know the whole scandal part of it, so I didn't know. So they did air me and Trish at the bakery shop? Oh, okay, good. Well, I got to show y'all the receipts. So at that scene, don't know what all they showed. But when she tried to even bring up my ex, then I said, girl, hopefully they showed you. I was like, girl, I did not care. Look, we ain't got to talk about that. She asked me some advice of going from corporate and being an entrepreneur and wanting to open this gym and balancing that all and being a mommy with busy kids, doing this, that, and the other. There was a whole conversation. And I gave her some advice. And when she tried to get into the X of it all, I was like, girl, we ain't got it. Girl, we do not have to talk about that. Girl, no. I don't know if y'all are talking about the scene I'm talking about. Not the one where I questioned her about my house and what it looked like. Not that one. Ooh, this might be good. Because I see somebody just said something that made me think about that one. I'm not talking about that one. Have you guys seen two scenes with Trish and I by ourselves? Two at a bakery shop. Navy said gave her the blueprint. They just showed the one about me asking about my house. So see, y'all didn't get the bakery scene. Oh, let's go to it. See, now we get somewhere. So y'all didn't see that one. You see the scandal of it all, the painting of the picture of it all. Let me pull up the receipt. I think I already texted this one to this phone. So y'all didn't see that one. Only one. No, there was one before that one. Guys, right after the trip. Let's go right here. So this one was, y'all know the girls' trip was in March. This was April the 5th. Friday, April 5th, Melody, call time 4:30. The location is the Moon Bake Shop. Let's pull it up and y'all can tell me if y'all saw it. The Moon Bake Shop. So y'all didn't see that one? Dang. Wow, they wanted it to be a problem with me and that girl so bad, didn't they? Dang. Maybe because I didn't give a care in the scene. And I was like, girl, Girl, I do not care about that. Maybe they ain't like that. So the Moon Bake Shop, here's what it looks like. The Moon Bake Shop. I had never been there before, actually. I had seen it downtown, but I hadn't been there. I was like, pretty cool. Here it is. This is what it looks like on the inside. See that? Did y'all see that? That's what it looks like on the inside. Oh, y'all didn't see that. Okay, so let's talk about it. So the date was April 5th. Y'all know we're on a girls trip in March. So right after the girls trip, like I said, I had a mimosas with Melody in Atlanta. I want to say it was March 30th or 31st. I did mimosas with Melody. Then next week I had this scene. This scene, I was cool, good. You know, she tried to bring up the situation with my ex. I said, girl, I don't care nothing about that. You ain't got to explain nothing to me. The past is past. I don't care. That's my ex. I do not care, okay? Gave her some advice. She asked me about balancing and being a mom and all that. Like I just told y'all. Did all that. Gave her some advice. And hey, Esty, no, I see you. And so, anyway, did that. Scene was fine. And then I had another scene after that where it was a, look, we can't seem to get the truth out of this girl. Because, again, let's be clear. I'm one of the strongest characters on the show. Actually, I'll say I'm the strongest character on the show. And have been for a long time. So, we can't seem to get full answers. This time frame is just, we're getting different things. Can you try to get the facts? I was like, okay, sure, not a problem. Sure. So then you see me sitting there smiling and asking questions. So what color was it? So at nighttime? So did it mean a deer? You said almost hit a deer. Oh, deer come out at night, girl. It must have been nighttime. What about the driveway? Was it a long driveway? Was it a steep driveway? Well, what road did you go down? I mean, listen, I ain't gonna lie, it was funny to me. I'm not gonna lie. That when I finished that scene, baby, I was cracking up the whole way to wherever I went to eat after that. Because that's usually what I'm gonna do after the scene. I'm gonna eat some good food. But literally, it was like, I had already had a scene where I didn't even want to talk about it and didn't care at the Moon Bake Shop. But typically, they do go to the strongest people. You can ask any, if you have friends or you know people on reality TV, ask them. They're going to go to the strongest person to get the answers to stuff they can't get the answers from nobody else. Just how it goes. It's what happens when you're the reality TV queen. Right? So, all right, let me go ahead and have some little fun with this girl. I'm going to ask these questions. So, girl, what color was the house? Which house was that? Oh, that was the lighter house, the dark house. Did you go up by the hospital? No, not really. Okay. Well, how was the driveway? Okay. And I'm smiling like, oh, because I'm giving y'all what y'all want. Y'all want some facts. You want to know what the time frame span. What? Let me help y'all out since y'all need my help. Never pressed about what or who happened after I left. Never. That's why you saw the no phase when it came to the girls trip at the table when it came out. You saw, well, they didn't show you me at the Moon Bakery. A new thing in life, filming a reality TV show. So, to be clear, I planned my entire baby shower and did all that stuff. But I made her the host of the baby shower for airtime, for screen time, because it was being filmed, right? So, yeah, I literally didn't even have to do that because there was nothing they had to buy. There was nothing they had to, I booked the horse and carriage. I did the planning. I'm sure I can't remember. I'm sure I had somebody probably helping me, a planner. But I was definitely involved in my baby shower. Like it was, I just gave the title of the host to Destiny for airtime. Because that's what I do. People come to me to want to be on the show and I try to help them get on the show. So that's why it was so beautiful. So beautiful. If you go back to Sugar Mama's baby shower, it was so beautiful. All the pretty pink and oh, it was beautiful. I think y'all will be able to tell that. Yeah, it was beautiful. That's all I'll say. And so baby shower. I had Sugar Mama in December 2019. And then COVID happened. So I was a new mom again with a new baby. People were dying by the thousands every day. And so I wasn't going out nowhere. I was scared. Didn't want to risk my children. We actually pulled our kids out of school before the schools closed down. Because it was just like, like there's this virus happening. People are dying. Why are kids going to school? Why? For what? No. So we pulled our kids out before they shut the schools down. That's how much it was like a big thing for me. Like a big thing for me. So I wasn't hanging out with nobody because I was in the house with my new baby, trying to make sure my baby lives. Hell, make sure we all live. Okay? So then April 2020, I left. Dipped out. Gone. Was at my mom's. Was in Huntsville maybe for about 3 weeks. And then I was at my brother's. But at that point, there was like, there was no interaction for real with me and my ex anymore at all, really. Very, very little. Definitely weren't hanging out with no couples. One going out to dinner. I remember May of 2020. It was Mother's Day weekend. And he begged and begged, please, the kids want to take you to the beach. Let's just go. I know we ain't together, nothing. We ain't, but let's just go and let them take you to the beach, blah, blah, blah. So I did go to the beach in May. And that was the last thing, but until Destin on the show. Till Destin on the show, all right? So after that, 2020, we're in 2020 now. I end up coming back to Huntsville because I remember I was at my brother's when I did, they had me host Girlfriends Check-In on did. And I remember I was in my brother's living room when I did that. And then August I came and did Behind Every Man. So I did Behind Every Man in Huntsville. So I didn't come back to Huntsville till like August of 2020. There's no sound. I don't know why I haven't touched the sound. This was a whole different phone too. So that was August of 2020. And I see y'all said walk us down. I am. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Yeah, because y'all heard the ringtone. Okay, exactly. And so yeah, y'all heard the ringtone. Anyway, so came back August 2020. Filmed Behind Every Man. This is to show you how much we weren't really talking or hanging out. She wasn't even on my set at any time of Behind Every Man. And I filmed that for like a good week or two. Now, I would have been like, girl, come over here and watch me work. Because I'm doing this, da-da-da-da. No, not one time. So, that was August 2020. We started back filming Love and Marriage Huntsville shortly thereafter. Then we get into... Let me see if I send anything to this phone. We get into 2021 pretty much. Now, I was on that reunion stage, so y'all know I know all the conversations that took place, right? Y'all know that. I was there, so I know all the conversations. What I will say is the problem, or that's what the problem is and will be the problem when it comes to this production, is what I said earlier, the lack of due diligence. The lack of understanding that before you say certain things or allow certain things to be stated or written up, that you verify those things. And that has not happened. So when you type up words that are buzzwords, that are damaging words, and you have no proof of that, because it's not true. So you have no proof of that. You didn't do your due diligence on that. And you didn't leave that shit on the editing floor. And then you also wrote up a synopsis and put it in writing. You a fool. I'm gonna call you right. I'm gonna tell y'all, all y'all a fool. Y'all some fools. But I appreciate it. But y'all some fools. So, anyway. We've gone through 2020. I did send some messages. Good. Let's get into 2021. Okay? Now remember 2021, October reunion 2021 was when she got on that stage and was like, I haven't talked to her, so I don't know where our friendship lies. So what I'm trying to understand is, when could we, so you're saying your husband's best friend and his wife wanted you, and all this while you was with your husband, like, what? I'm sorry, but what? What? Now that's what you're saying? Because I wasn't around Martell anymore for real after, except filming, but after 2020, after I left. So when? This is insane. Because I'm sure when you marry, you would have been like, oh my gosh. So when we were hanging out with him today, let me tell you, LB, I just really felt like da-da-da. Ain't that what you would have probably done as a wife? Because you met us through him. That was your husband. I didn't know you. I met you through LB. So I would think that if there was a situation where you felt something, you'd been like, LB, I don't think we should go around there anymore. I feel like they're trying to get me. Oh, they want me. What? And then after that, you never would have been able to be alone with me and Martell at all anyway, because I wasn't even talking to him. After April, May 2020, the only time you saw me was on a scene. On a scene or a kid event. So when? When? But I ain't coming too hard for you right now. I'm coming hard for the people who typed that shit up. And all the people, every one of you who laid eyes on that and approved for that to be put in a title as a synopsis of an episode. That's what I'm here for. That right there. That right there. Like I told y'all before, we can talk about the puppets all day. But we're going to go for the puppeteer. Period. Because you had every opportunity. The way you cut me and Trish scene at the Moon Bakery was the same way you could have cut that mess out. Because you don't have no proof. Now you failed to do your due diligence. And you got this written up. And you think I'm going to let my legacy be tarnished like that? Over some bullshit? Nah. Not going to flow. Not going to flow. So, the reunion was in October. Okay. Of 20 friendship live because da-da-da. Now, I just want to know. I'm going to read some text real fast for y'all. Just so y'all know, this is her name. I need y'all to see that right there. Destiny. That's what's up there at the top. Can y'all see it? Destiny. Destiny. Because, see, I've been through enough. My family been through enough. My kids been through enough. And, see, a lot of y'all done said real silent-mouthed when it came to me and my family and my children and my mother and my brother. Y'all been real silent-mouthed. Okay? Been real silent. Ain't had nothing to say about no opinion, no straightening out of anything. But when it comes to other folks, you want to speak up. Okay. Thank you. So, hey, Melo, was trying to get the details on your show. Wanted to drive down, just trying to time it out and see what the location was. This is when I was about to perform. I said, hey, Wiggins Park in Birmingham. What time you go on? I didn't respond. Then August 17th, where is my Melo? I didn't respond. August 18th, sending you hugs and kisses. Can't wait to see this video. Let the haters keep hating. At least you're doing it and they have no clue what it takes. Love you and keep on pushing like I know you will. So I wrote her, hey, chick, morning. Girl, I'm good. I'm not worried about these folks. Blessings keep coming my way and they can keep watching from the what? Sidelines. This is real text right here. I'm reading. Okay, this was July 31st. 2021. I've been off now, unloading his things. I'm 3 minutes of the road. Okay, we are leaving till 2:15. I'm here. Do I have time to grab something? This is July of 2021. June 29th, I got a text. You good, love? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. How you doing? I'm tired, about to shower and lay it down. Here's me. Oh, we are in Nashville. Went to the mall, ate, just checked into the hotel. We're hitting the indoor water park tomorrow. Then I'll be back Thursday by 1 for testing because we had to do COVID testing. Okay, y'all be safe and have fun. Next time, let me and Law come. Let me and Law come or no. Let me and Law know. We may head down. He loves water. This is June 2021. So I'm reading that to say this. Oh, I got another one I did that I screenshotted. September 12th, 2021. We need some girl time, Missy. September 17th, 2021. I guess I have to stalk your ass to see you because I ain't responded. It's what, 5 days went by and I didn't respond. September 17th, 2021. I wrote her back finally, said, hey, I was so busy and then now I'm on this girl trip. Def can link when I get back. She said, okay, boo, I just miss you. I said, I had the kids last week and everyone was sick. Then also trying to get the house together. It was just a lot going on, girl. She said, I understand. I had a few rough days, blah, 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 blah. She said, I went to ATL. Blah. Now, again, I'm sharing that to say, do that sound in any shape, form, or fashion of like anybody who has been a victim of grooming? Because why you want you and your son to go with me and my kids to a water park, baby girl, if I have it inappropriately come at you? Or as you want to say, groomed. What? I have watched your child for you while you got massages because your sitter canceled. And I'm like, girl, enjoy your time. Enjoy your time. I'll drive around the neighborhood and just go in circles if I need to so you can get your massage. Like, don't cancel. Get your me time. Don't cancel. Okay? Or the few times you have been to my house, because we weren't hanging out every day. I'm sorry, I'm going to be real with y'all. Call it what you want to call it. I'm just not one who finna hang out with nobody every day. I just can't do it. I don't like to do it. My brother told me, when I was at his house the other day, he told me I'm a loner. He said, you a loner is what you are. I said, you think so? He said, mm-hmm. And he said, but I'm a loner a lot of times too. But yes, girl, you a loner. I said, well, you think it's because I grew up as the only child so I don't need a lot of people or something? Because I just, I'm good. I be good. I like to have my fun and then I like to be by myself. He was like, girl, you a loner. So I'm not going to hang out with nobody a whole bunch. Just not. I got stuff I'm doing. I'm busy. I got kids. I got goals. And that takes work to reach those goals. So.
Call from an unknown caller. Answer.
Brittany. And grooming you. One word I had being on that stage was delusional. It ain't new. It's just even more. Definitely had my share of the attacks. I can't think of one person who has stood up. And now I get it. They were scared to stand up, I guess, because of all the secrets known on each other, I guess. But there's not been a lot of standing up for what's right. Now we're talking and people are saying things because they're being attacked. It's too late. I don't care what you got to say now. It's too late. When it mattered, you were silent. When you could have said something, you were silent. But you chose to allow this single mother who was a damn good wife, who walked away from a cheating husband, to be attacked and made to look as if it was her when you knew the facts all along. Could never respect it. Because see, even with everything that's been going on, I've still maintained a certain level of, maybe it's my heart, I don't know, but when I get a phone call or text, hey, I need some advice, can I talk to you? This was December, maybe 2 years ago. Yep, give me a call. I still got on the phone with you, gave you some advice. Still heard what you had going on and gave you some advice. And to this day, ain't shared what the conversation was about. And I won't. And I won't. Because you asked me. And I won't. Not a problem. But y'all sat silent and chose to double down on your attacks, knowing it wasn't right. Knowing it wasn't right. Knowing all the stuff you already knew that was real. So, there's a thing called workplace retaliation. And it's a legal terminology. And it's legal terminology. And when you're asked something and you do not move in the way that your superior wants you to move, and then they begin to retaliate because of that. I'm going to ask y'all this question. Do y'all feel like I've been attacked this season more than any other? Do y'all? I want to look at the comments. Do you guys, again, I've always had my fair share of being attacked. That's fine. You know, I've been taking it with, taking it. It's all good. But I want to talk about this season. Do y'all feel like this season I've been attacked more than ever? I'm looking. I'm looking. I see some absolutely. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Hell yeah. I'm looking. Yeah. So I want you to imagine your superior asking you to allow them to be your TV manager. And you don't accept the offer. And you don't accept the offer. Wow. You don't accept the offer because you feel you don't have the proof, but it's a feeling that there is a misalignment. So you don't accept the offer. And then all hell breaks loose on you in your workplace. And you have proof of this, by the way. You have proof of it. It was a whole Zoom. Yeah. So, interesting, ain't it? And I can't say too much more because I can't show too much in my hand. But that's enough. So, last piece I'm going to address. Last piece I'm going to address. Yeah, I see y'all saying, wow, yeah. And I've held this. And still walked around with my head held high. No, not a TV manager as opposed to starring on the show, another role. And as you know, managers get a percentage of things they get for you, book for you, do for you, things like that. No, it's a whole separate role, not nothing in exchange of being on a TV show. No, 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 no. So, yeah. It is crazy, isn't it, with me? But I guess God said no. Because the continued disrespect, disregard, lies, nah. Ain't gonna be able to just do that. So, I have been blessed to have some amazing supporters that I refuse to turn on. You know, in an attempt to further isolate me, by the way. And I refuse to do that too. And I won't. Because the fact of the matter is, the melometers, are critical thinkers, highly educated women, and who have been seeing, and this is without me telling y'all nothing. Y'all, this y'all first time hearing all of this. And that's interesting because people be like, they got special meetings, they got a cult, and they did, and I'm like, special meeting, why I don't get invited in? Where's the memos, the meetings, the minutes, the something? Who's hosting them? Are they via Zoom? Are we meeting up at another state? Like, what is going on? How is this happening? So I know a lot of y'all about to be really upset because I have not shared a lot of what I'm sharing. This y'all first time hearing it. Y'all first time hearing it. But yeah, I refuse to go against. Why would I? Why would I do that? Why would I? When I've been over here knowing what's been going on, and I just been holding it and keeping it. But they've been riding for me. Because they're intuitive. Because they have common sense, and they've been seeing the writing on the wall without me telling them. I just sit back and be like, there go them critical thinkers. Yep. I ain't said it yet. I will when I get ready, but they dead on the money. Yep. So we have a whole season about an internet group. And it's discussed a whole half of a season, and then as soon as we discuss other people's stuff on the internet, it's a problem. Interesting. But I have double standards. Okay. All right. Last thing, Nell and Chris. Nell and Chris. Listen. I am in a season of my life where I only want people in my life who reciprocate. There is no gray area for me. It's black or white. It's black or white. It's no gray here. Because that's supposed to be my friend. That's why. They ain't got nothing to do about caring. It's about, let me check some heart posture and some morals around the people I got around me because, I don't know. I need to ask a few questions because this might be, So it wasn't because I cared. Not about not about whatever happened. It's about you who's supposed to be my friend. That's it and that's all. Right? So, that conversation that Chris and I had, right? I know, because I saw the clip, there was a confessional about whether or not she was going to come to the renewal, about whether or not how I answered this. That's messed up. No, that's real. That's real. I either fool with you or I don't. I fool with you, I don't. Or I don't. If I feel like you ain't on the up and up, I'm not going to fool with you. So yeah, I did what? Like, when did normal become abnormal? I don't know, it's backwards. When did normal become abnormal? Like, of course. And not because it mattered, because the same way in that Moonbank shop that y'all didn't see when I said, girl, that was after I love, I don't care, you ain't got to explain that to me. It's the same way I felt, except you were supposed to be my friend, so I need to see what kind of time you on. Yes, absolutely. Okay, then I went with a gift in hand, didn't I? Now, what got me was, on that reunion stage, I have allowed episodes to go by where it seemed as if, almost as if I'm the reason people are grieving. Miss Nell is grieving with her mom passing, and God bless and rest her soul. That has something to do with me. So let me say this. I never was on the phone calling Miss Nell to run to me, ever. The times that I was around Nell and Chris was when all four of us were together. Nell, Chris, me and my ex, and sometimes Destiny and LeBeard. Like, if we're barbecuing, we may barbecue, like I said, we would barbecue, may cook. We would all hang out as couples. The one time that I called Nell screaming and crying was when my $17,000 was taken out my account. Yep. Only time. And that was in 2020. Towards the end part of 2020. So, when I was married, when? There was never, now if you maybe felt something, because I can't, that's the thing. You may have felt that way. I don't know. So I'm not going to take away other people's feelings. People have the right to their own feelings. But what I can say is, I know for a fact that I never was on a phone calling and begging you to come be with me because I'm hurt. I'm going through this in my marriage. We would literally, y'all, we would have barbecues and stuff, and we end up playing cards, and then we may get into some conversations. All of us, we may get into some conversations, but y'all, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. I never was a person calling, having you leave to come see about me. Nope. Never. I can't remember a time. I'm not going to say remember, it didn't happen. There's never been a time where Chris and Nell ever just came to our house and we just have a counseling session. The one that looked like a counseling session that y'all saw was one that was filmed. When I threw the glass. Any other time, y'all, that we were together, we eating, cutting up, laughing, playing cards, and we, like I said, like probably couples do, sometimes you may gonna start talking about some stuff. And then usually I'm listening to them talk about get on to him. So I ain't even got that much to say. I'm listening. So, I mean, it's just literally like, when did that happen? When was that? I'll never forget. Oh, I can't go to it on this phone. It was probably in 2021. We went and ate at Connor's and we hadn't eaten in a while. Because remember, I left 2020. So I wasn't seeing nobody for real. Real talk, I really wasn't. I really wasn't. And I remember she and I went to Connor's because Chris had to help her in because she had hurt herself. And she was like, I said, I gotta go. No matter what, I gotta come see you. I ain't seen my friend. And we sat there and talked. We eating good. And then we, catching up. And then we start talking. I remember she was saying how hurt she was when she heard some truths about some things that they had heard partial stories on. And I had showed her the receipt. I said, wait, say what? I said, that's not true. And I showed her the receipts and she was like, what? Yeah. And, but other than that, I can't even think of another time that me and her was just alone. Just me and her. We've never gone to get our nails done together. We've never gone to get a manicure, pedicure together. We've never just gone and hung out, ever. So, no, there was not a situation to where I was calling and pulling anybody away to come see about me or to come be with me at all. So that was hurtful, for sure. But again, losing people is sensitive, so I'm always going to remain sensitive to that. But still, the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. I remember one time her saying how my mom texts and checks on her all the time after her mother passed. And she was like, your mama's so sweet. She always checking on me. She always checking on me. She's so sweet. She be texting me, checking on me. I have randomly sent flowers to Miss Nell. I have popped up on her door to check on her. I have been a listening ear to her. On things that's been going on with her husband, my ex, all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, girl, don't you be letting that boy get your blood pressure up? I know you ain't letting him get your blood pressure up. Now look now. I'll be like, now look now. Look. But I can't say that I have been given that same thing. My aunt passed 2 years ago, November, 2 years ago. She was like my second mama. Nobody checks on me. No. They don't check on me. They don't care. They don't care. They just want to sing. They just want to sing. Matter of fact, I told production, I said, hey, real life. I said, my mom's baby sister just passed. And I said, this is tough for us. This is real tough. I said, this is my favorite aunt. She's like my second mom. I said, I think my mom needs to go to therapy. I think we need to show that, how you deal with grief. I said, and this is real. They didn't want to do that. They didn't want to do that. Hey, my brother and his husband said they don't mind being on the show a little bit more, and they'll fly over or whatever, and stay a week at a time if they need to film. They don't want to do that. Nope. But my brother was able to be over here when everybody was boycotting and not going to show up for the new season last year because whatever legal stuff they had going on, money or whatever. So I needed to fill in. I seen all kinds of amazing business people that could take this show to positivity. I'm talking about good people. They on their grind. Then I'm telling those people, I could get very angry. But that's why I don't allow. That's why I don't allow myself to sit in it. And that's why I block triggers. That's why I block triggers. But yeah, so instead of coming on here and being a real ally, standing on what's right, nope. Nope. Fell right in line with the rest of the puppets. Even whenever we had a scene and production wanted me to ask about a situation that they had, and I asked it, and I could tell by her response that she didn't want to talk about it. I didn't bring it back up. And after we finished that scene, she said, I'm not ready to talk about that yet. I said, okay, I didn't know that. I said, but I could tell that you weren't hearing it. That's why I didn't keep pounding, pushing it. I said, but you ain't got to worry about me bringing that up no more. I said, when they asked me to bring it up, I'm thinking you already know that this is what we finna talk about, because we talking about the trip. We're talking about the girls' trip. So I'm thinking y'all have had this convo, and I'm gonna talk about it. So, but you ain't got to worry about me saying no more. I said, but I could tell by your response that you wasn't here for it. That's why I didn't push it. So I am in a space where I'm not here for having nobody's back that don't have mine. I'm not here for nobody who doesn't reciprocate either. Yeah. All money ain't good money. And nothing is worth your peace. Nothing at all. And yeah, so those are my truths on every single one of those situations. And one thing about it, you best believe I am the receipt queen. And this is why production and everybody else involved, because I'm the receipt queen, y'all should have hit me up and asked me for proof of things, or things that could disprove things before you ran with it. Yeah, that would have been in your best interest. So I'm gonna end this story time. We will be on TikTok February the 1st. And this week is a great week for us. Okay. This week is a great week for us. There's more in store. Y'all keep your notifications on. Stay tuned all week long. And we're going to have a celebration and a good time in LA on February 1st on our TikTok Live. I love y'all. God bless y'all.